Greetings folks, welcome to another episode of my journal series. It's been a long time since I've recorded in this world, and I didn't intend to record right at this very minute, but I was just working my world. No way! No way, it just despawned! Oh, I hope you saw that. I'm so glad I paused that there. I hope you rewind to the start of the episode and look at what's in the background. There was a... How rude. There was a full diamond mob lurking in the shadows of... Well, actually, it wasn't really in the shadows, was it? It spawned very near the torches there. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I wonder what the difficulty is over there. I mean, think about it. The local difficulty will be massive at the farm here. Well, it's 6.5. I mean, that's pretty high. I wonder what the hardest local difficulty anyone's got in a world is. I hope you saw that. Rewind to the start of the episode and look in the background of the pause screen, and hopefully you'll see a full diamond mob. I was about to go and probably kill it because I can't be bothered moving it anywhere. But no, it despawned, so that basically decided its fate. It decided its own fate. Anyway, I will get back to you with the activities of today. So now it's time to get on to the main activity for the day. And yes, you've read the title correctly. We will be fighting 100 wither bosses. Now, just to give you a bit of background, I have a wither farm. If you don't know, I have a wither farm. It's not a very efficient one in terms of automation. You've got to run around a fortress killing withers basically, and blazing pigmen and everything else that spawns in it. I've half slabbed the area all around it, so spawn rates are efficient, but obviously drop rates, they're pretty much just the same. The only thing you can manipulate with regards to getting wither skulls is obviously the spawns of the wither skeletons. So it still took a long time to get 4 stacks and 44 wither skulls. That's how many I had to get in order to make this episode possible. They were all got legit, took quite a long time. No, that's not the reason why I haven't recorded one of these episodes in so long, but it's part of the reason, I guess. And there it is over there. As you can see, we're loading in all of those wither heads. Surprising it's not lagging. It is a wee bit, but not too much. But yeah, this is how we're going to do it. We've got dispensers above every wither setup here, wither ball setup, and they all have one head inside, one skull. So we're going to hit a button. It's going to activate all the dispensers. They're going to ignite, or not ignite, what's the word? They're going to activate the wither boss fights, and there's 100 of them. You'll just have to take my word for it. But there is 100 here. 4 lines of 25, I think that's how we've done it. So yeah, I've got loads of potions on me. I've actually gone and created a bunker through the back here. This could be one of the most difficult fights ever, or it could be one of the most underwhelming. Either one, I'm not really sure. As you can see, I got more instant health potions there. I've just got a Smite 5 sword, Power 5 bow with infinity, and then I've got a new suit of armour with half blast prot. Hopefully this will be enough to counter the wither effects, but obviously there's 100 of them. There shouldn't be any passive mobs in sight. The one issue is, and as you see, we're quite close to kind of an area I'm building in, the feel free to wreck area, as I've been calling it. The one issue is that they might scatter and I might have to spend time finding them. I do have a backup if worst comes to worst and they end up getting loose, or I keep dying over and over, or we don't end up getting all the stars. I'm just going to restore the backup, because there's no way I'm settling for any less than 100 nether stars. 100 nether stars is not something you see in game that often. Then again, 100 wither bosses ready to be activated is not something you see every day. So we're just going to go for it. I don't have any golden apples because I want to save my gold for other things, but I do have a lot of instant health too. Strength, I've only got strength 1 because we're going to need the longevity of it to obviously counteract all of the bosses. Shall we get on with it? I reckon so. We do have some ender pearls. This could be, yeah, the greatest thing ever or the biggest flop. We'll just wait and see. Should we do a countdown? Or nah, I'm hyping up way too much. Let's just get on with it. Oh my gosh. Let's get up here, I guess. Look at that. Look at that. What's going on? Whoa! Is it lagging? Surely it's not lagging. Right. Let's start just shooting. Hello. Hello, guys. Right, shot one. Oh, and now they're fighting each other. Whoa. Look at this. Look at this. They're all fighting each other. Oh, hey, chill. We are in hard mode, I should say. You know what, actually, let's lower the sounds ever so slightly. Okay, so we've only got one guy on us. It is very laggy. We need to keep an eye out on our health. Oh, come on. Oh, I am actually low. Come on. Oh, I need to eat. Oh no, please tell me I'm not going to die to one wither. Oh, I've forgotten to put regen on, that's why. That should have hit. This is rigged. This is well and truly rigged. Oh, he's in melee mode. Come on. There we go. One wither star. Nice. Let's get some more of that on our bar. I do have some other potions. Look how many there are. Whoa, I'm actually low. I might die here. Come on. Oh, it's because of the TPS lag. Alright. Just trying to shoot them. Look at this. Yeah, I should probably have thought about this. Should definitely have thought about the TPS effect. What are they doing? Might as well go and have a look. As you can see, I'm at like 5 FPS. Whoa! Oh, my face is just completely tanking. Let's go over here. Oh, it's the weather effect. The weather effect's damaging me more than anything else. I don't think I'm going to survive this. Should we just run in the middle of them and get it over with? I don't know what to do. We've got one wither star. It's just so laggy. I did not appreciate it would be this laggy, unfortunately. They're all shooting at each other. Are they killing each other? Now we can switch to peaceful if we wanted to. Ah, no we can't. So, yeah, my world is done if... whoa, look at that! Oh no! Not sure if you saw that, but one of the withers totally shot me. Is there someone after me? No, there's no one after me. Maybe titling this episode "Fighting 100 Withers" is too clickbaity because I'm not really fighting them, am I? I'm just kind of like standing by. To be honest, I did kind of think this would happen. I wasn't like gullible. I wasn't like, oh, this will definitely work. How about we? Is there any way we can sort it out? Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, phew. Unfortunately, the TPS is probably still not going to be great. I should probably watch out for my health. How are they doing? Come on. Let's just shoot a bunch of them. Whoa, I probably should have stood there. I should not be taking as much damage. Well, that was a shot. Who's shooting at me? Oh my gosh. Right, if we unload the chunks, we should be able to fight this guy normally. We just need to keep an eye out on our health. Surely he's... Oh, look, there's only one bar showing because of the 2 chunk thing. Okay, here we go. Oh, he's out of melee mode. Come on. Come on, surely he's done. There we go. I tried to remove as many cacti as possible, but not in this area. Closer to the where the withers actually were. Oh no, I'm dead. Oh, I was at half a heart there. I'm not sure if you saw that. What the heck? What in the world is that? Okay, so we've got two nether stars out of about 100. Let's try to get another. What? Flip. I'm gonna try and hold out. The blast protection is not doing as much as I thought it would. We're gonna have to go and resupply. That's 3 withers down. 3 withers down, and we've lost loads of our health potions, unfortunately. Ah, dear. It's a really, really tough fight. This ain't good. Oh no, I was shooting at myself there. I'm losing. I'm afraid, folks, we are going to lose. There we go. Come on. Oh, just hold out. There we go. And I don't really have much in the way of health, unfortunately, other than one of those lingering potions. Did it work? Not really. So I went away and slept the night. Unfortunately, we're probably just going to have to continue fighting them one by one. It's not what I particularly want to do, especially given the fact my armour is actually... Oh, my armour is almost gone. Oh no, I never thought... I never thought about that. See, I was wanting to persevere. I honestly, genuinely considered they're persevering with this, but it's just... There's just no winning, is there? And the thing is, I'm really, really lacking in... What am I lacking in? It's regen potions I'm lacking in, but it's all good. We've got some here. What's the MS? Look at this, right? So there's this thing up here that says text 21. I don't... At 159 MS integrated server. No idea what that means, but I don't think it should be that high. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. This is... Well, I mean, the lag's obviously the main issue. I think if the lag wasn't here, I'd fancy my chances more at actually completing this. He's done. Well, great. Oh, and we're about to die. Do we still have regen? No, we don't. Whoa, look at all that. Right, whoa! Oh dear, that's not good. Time to run. Right, I think what we're going to do is we're going to cheat. We're going to turn it to peaceful. I think there's a way I can do it. If there's not, then we're stuffed. But, yeah, as you can see, my armor's not going to last. So, and that's not my main concern. My main concern is that... Well, hang on a minute. Yeah, my main concern is the TPS and everything like that. So I'll try and get rid of the withers, and then we'll inspect the damage. So yeah, that was an interesting venture right there. As you can see, I've managed to get rid of all of the withers, all of the items on the ground, because the items on the ground were causing a fairly large amount of the lag. We can just go down here and have a look and see what the damage is. As you can probably imagine, there is quite extensive damage. It would be... Well, see, if the TPS lag didn't exist, then it would be easy to, just leave the withers to, dig a bit, and they would, eventually dig a fairly substantial pit. As you can see here, look at this. This was possibly part of a cave, but possibly dug out by the withers themselves. Look at that. This was definitely a cave system here, as you can tell, but it's absolutely incredible the amount of damage that they did over this small area. Of course, it was such a small area. Obviously, because I went to peaceful, we aren't going to get all of the wither skulls, or not the wither skulls, sorry, nether stars. If I see wither skulls, there's a chance I'll mean nether stars. But we managed to get 7. Unfortunately, that's not good. That's not good enough. We're going to have to, well, probably take... load a backup. We're probably going to have to load a backup and then, kill the other ones manually with probably the bedrock trap. I'm sure the bedrock trap still exists, and if it doesn't, well, then we'll just have to fight them one by one, which I'm looking forward to. I mean, we don't have to fight them all today. We could always save up the wither skulls. I'm not desperate for beacons, if you know what I mean. But I just thought I would show this off. This is what happens when you spawn 100 withers. As you can probably tell, most of the damage sustained in this area came from the initial explosion that you saw when I spawned the withers, and then a lot of them went over there into the hill. They didn't really go anywhere else, which is quite interesting, other than obviously the places I fought them. So yeah, I'm going to have to title my episode very carefully, because I don't want to give the impression I'm fighting 100 withers at the same time. It was more like spawn 100 withers, Yeah, spawn 100 withers. That sounds better. Spawn 100 withers and then fight them individually. We could have continued doing what we were doing. Well, no, I'm not convinced. I think it was unsustainable. The tick lag was just too great. It would have taken too much time. So, yeah, we're going to have to, as I said, just fight them one by one, or we'll have to fight them one by one or kill them in bedrock or something like that, if that still works. But yeah, we could try and load this into like some world program and try and cut this all out and, you know, keep it as part of the world. But I don't think we will. I think we'll just restore the backup and leave this area as it was. So anyway, if you were wondering what it was like to spawn 100 withers in Minecraft 1.13, there's your answer. Unless you've got like the greatest computer of all time, don't try it because it's very, very, very laggy. Even just having the items around caused it to be very laggy. And yeah, you're going to need a lot of armour, a lot of diamond armour. I didn't come prepared. I only came with a single set, which was very naive. So I didn't expect the wither fight / experiment to take as long as it did. What I'm going to speak about briefly before I end here is, well, probably the question you've got: when am I going to upgrade to 1.14? Currently we're still in 1.13. I do want to upgrade to 1.14 as soon as possible. There's one or two things I need to figure out, and you might be able to help me with it. First of all, raids. I do have a village that I'm not 100% convinced it's in a safe place, so I want to, you know, deal with that first. And I also want to make sure that I can accommodate a way or a means of generating more villagers over here, because obviously this spawning system will no longer work as of 1.14. I think you need beds and that to spawn villagers. I don't know an awful lot. I just know, well, I know what I know from watching other LPs and things like that. What the heck? One thing I did do off camera was I just went ham. I, of course, had this villager here. I'm not sure if I showed this. I'm sure I showed it off on camera. But this insanely cheap mending villager, I just went ham and bought like a load of mending books. I also bought a few channeling books, because I believe channeling is not the easiest thing to obtain. Well, actually, I've still got quite a few emeralds. I might continue with that. I might try and get as many as possible. The thing is, how many mending books am I actually going to need? I'm not convinced I need this many, but it's worth having just in case we, you know, lose the villager or whatever else. So yeah, that is the situation currently. And the other good thing is, since we've invested time and resources into, well, the sugarcane farm and the melon and pumpkin farms, we've got enough resources to trade with the farmer. Is it the farmer? Yeah, farmer takes melon, pumpkins, and who takes the paper though? It's these guys that take the paper. So yeah, we've got enough resources and a means of getting loads of resources to get more emeralds. So that's one good side of this area. That's one positive side of this area, other than the fact that we're getting loads of resources anyway, which is still a huge positive. One huge negative though is the fact spiders are still spawning in that system over there. Anyway, that will, I think, do it for this episode. Apologies that, well, I didn't honestly know what would happen. I should have thought more carefully about, you know, the tick lag and everything like that when spawning, what was it, 100 withers. But in future, I think I'll just kill them off individually or something like that. I don't know. I've not thought up how I'm going to do it yet. But the good thing is, if we ever need a beacon, then we should have a means for getting it. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Thank you very much for checking out this rather peculiar episode, and I will see you later. Bye for now.